Here we are, a little $2 no limit table. Micro stakes, just kind of gonna go over the basics here. Probably play about 50 hands. Don't really have any set monetary goals for the session. Maybe it's bad to go in with that sort of mindset. Hoping that you're gonna amass a certain amount of money. You know, your goal should be to go and play your best poker possible. And when you do that, you're gonna maximize profits. One session really ultimately is meaningless. It's when you put all these sessions together, it's the outcome of every session together, a cumulative effect. Will show you profit. Go ahead and wait. Hardly ever post. I try to never post unless I'm in a super hurry. I'm trying to portray a certain image of a gambler. Definitely when I see a player sit at a table and insta post, I think of him as someone who's going to gamble. Thus I'll adjust accordingly. Sometimes I want to have that image as soon as I come to a table, so I'll post immediately. Have no intention of probably not gonna play the hand too crazily, but we'll go from there. Looking at the table right now, I've played with this Massinina before. Quick look, 47 hands played with him or her. They were down 50 cents. Not really seeing too much. Played a lot of hands, 40% of the hands. Raised 11%. So I heard 9 times. Not bad. This little thing, this little icon right here is just dice, obviously. Synonymous with gambling. I had that set up in Poker Tracker to designate icons depending on certain stats. That's my own thing I've kind of been playing with. It's no foolproof system or anything, so I don't take it to heart, but I have noticed that it does work pretty well. So I will kind of use that going forward and say, okay, this person on file. Maybe the gambler. I'm gonna go ahead and sit down. Pick up aces, the very first hand, not bad. Neither of these players seem too crazy. I don't know how much value we are going to get out of it. But we are going to bet it a little big because we're new to the table. It might look a little wild to make it a little bit larger than a 5x bet. So we get an insta call from the under the gun. Not a bad flop. Not going to get too tricky. Going to play pretty straightforward here. Lead out just a little bit over pot. We'd love it if you just, essentially shoves in on us is what the standard play for most micro players at that hand would be. If you flop like something like King Jack or something. Here we're gonna just complete. Should have raised this hand. We don't want to get too crazy though. We'll call this bet.
Thank you, Daddy.
We flop top pair. Essentially it. We're gonna try to take it down right now. It might seem over aggressive to bet this to him. He might raise us in many situations. He doesn't think he likes to call. Could mean a lot of things. Really, I can't even put it on a hand range right now, but I still think we have the best hand. If not, we have a decent draw. We don't complete our draw, but we still probably have the best hand, and we're going to put in a little value bet here and see what happens. I'm going to bet a quarter into this pot of 68 cents. Let's see. Get shoved into. If he called us down with a 7, he called us down with a 7. I don't see it. I see clubs or something. We'll see what happens here with a call. And he shows Jack 8. Just I don't know. It's just most limits that's just not a profitable call. Most people who are watching this videos are probably thinking, what are you doing there? But that's the standard at this stake is kind of play. I don't know, just off center like that. Just chase a weird draw, call down with middle pair, and shove the river if you don't improve. All right. We're in a hand again. We got position against two players. The gambler, which is good. We'll get into a hand with him. He's a little bit deep. We're gonna go ahead and bet pot again. We just look nuts at this table, but the top pair, second kicker. No action. That's okay though. Again, we take down a pot. Not have to show our hand. We're already deep. We're the deepest player at this table. Almost 200 big blinds. And that's that's one of the main things is getting deep early in these things. Not necessarily. I realize it not in the sense of a tournament. It's early because it's one continuous loop with cash, but for your psyche to sit in. If you're sitting here for 20 hands grinding out and you make 2 big blinds, what you're sitting here for almost no reason is what it seems like. Whereas if you can build a stack early, you can kind of use that to your advantage. Play deep stack poker, play some more hands. It allows you to step outside the box just a little bit. So I'm not saying get crazy, but definitely I can advocate that call down as an evidence what his hand range there. Wow, Roma got in kind of dirty. I forget the action of that you saw pre-flop with that hand. I would like to see it though. I'm guessing Roma. What happened here? I missed it again. Alright, we're going to come in for a raise here against this guy. Missed the action again. So, Rome raise. We miss everything, but we are going to c-bet here. This guy's seen us be pretty crazy. We'll probably get raised here a lot. I don't know. It's such a terrible hand. We're shutting down as soon as he folds, but we're gonna attack from our button again. Mediocre hand, but anyone who's gonna play with us is gonna have to play out of position. It's pretty weak to call for either of them. Their best bet is to 3-bet us and try to take it down, which neither of them do. Essentially, they open the door for us to bet again. We get re-raised by check raised by a hand like ace-7 here. Most other hands pretty much have to go away. I can't imagine what he's calling me with too much there. He could be calling with a flush draw. He could be calling with a 4. At this point, it doesn't really matter. And I don't know that I'm gonna push him off a hand here. If he's got a flush draw, maybe he's got the queen at diamonds. Maybe he's Alright, he's calling with king 10 of diamonds. I don't know that he's calling a river bet there, but I don't really want to put in the $1.20 to see if he is or not. Really, that's poor play on my part. And I'll take a note of that. That if I'm willing to barrel that turn, there's 2 plays there. There's either barrel the flop when you get called check fold down, or you can barrel the flop, barrel the turn. But if you do barrel the turn, you have to barrel the river on any non-diamond. And I fail to do that. I probably take that hand down. I can't see him calling me with a king high there. And that was just a missed opportunity on my part. So something learned.